Hello, my name is Philip Adelabu, and I'm here to briefly explain how Suka can be used to document an API backend for web service. Okay, here with me I have two collections. I have the products and contact collections. So let me first start with the product collection. Okay, here it is. So I have a post. I have a delete, put and get products collection here. Let's begin with the post first. Now for the post, I must make sure that all these variables are actually present in the body of the request, otherwise it will not go. So here I have a product name, description, price. Those three are required, so I will first have those three first. Before I begin, I need to click on this here. So click on tryout. So from the tryout, I must come down here and get all this together like this. Okay, now my first variable is product name. So I'll put something like, let's say block. Then I have the price as a required parameter too. And also I must put description. So I will say this color is green. Now there's also what is called the owner's name. Owner name. It's also a required parameter, so I'll put here Paul Allen. Alright, these four parameters should go if all goes well. So product, post request are here. So I'll come down here and click on execute. When I do that, I'll come down here. I will see that I have a validation error. This means the category name is required, but it's not put down there. So this implies that actually my code is in line with security check of the model. If you come down here and look at the route. For the product route, you discover that for the post request, I have this particular validating keyword here. So the product name should not be empty. The price is numeric, should not be empty too, because I have it that optional here. Description here is not empty. Category not empty. So if I don't put any category down here, I'll have this error here. For that case, let me come back here and add my category to ensure that it is well secured. Category. So I will call this one home appliance. Alright. Now let's try it one more time. This time around it went very well. Okay, so it means that our validation at the backend is intact and working. So let me first copy this one to see if I can actually update it without any problem. So I'll click here for the updates products. I'll come back to update down here for the puts for update products. If I click here, then I come to tryout and I come here. So at the update level, we ensure that everything here is optional, but I must copy my ID here. My ID comes down here. Okay, that's in place. So I don't need this anymore. So I can change one to false. And I can remove the category if I don't need it here. They're all optional. Now here I want to change the owner, the ads. Let's change the price to let's say 7,800 or 7,200. So I want to change the green to something else. Let's say this clock is from Germany. Okay, let's say from Germany. It's okay. So I want to remove this clock too as well. I have only three variables down here: description, price, and exactly to be false. So when I click on execute, So let's see what comes on here. So here I have it exactly. This clock is from Jar. Now Paul Evans name home appliance, and then this artist is not false. That means our update is working for the product. Let's see if we can get a particular product ID from here. This gets try out. Come here. I click on execute. And sure enough it comes on here. And also let me see if we can get all the products. I currently have only 2 products at the part. Sure, let's see exactly what's going on. So I have exactly 2 products. Now I want to delete one of the products to see if the delete button is working fine. So the delete button should be around here. So let's come here to delete. I see must have put my ID here. Okay, so when I click on delete, and here product deleted successfully. Let's try one more time. It's going to go if it doesn't go, then our security checks in place. Product not found. That is where they go. Fine, our products collection is working very fine. Now let's head towards the contact collection to see how that fares. Now for the contact, I have to come down here. Let me quickly close this place. Okay, these are contacts here. We have the post contacts, we have the get contact by ID, we have the put contacts to provide a contact, and this is the delete contact. Let's first come to post contact here. To post a contact, I need to have all these things in place. One is the first name, last name, email, and favorite color, birthday, username, and email actually. Now if we come to so the email is required, the first name is required. Let me come here to see exactly the required key for the contacts. Let's go to routes. Our route contact is here. So if we now come down here, we see that here this validation here. First name not empty, last name not empty. That means they are all required. The email is also not optional. Phone is optional. So favorite color is favorite color not empty, that is required. To birthday is also required. So let's put all these things practice to see exactly how maybe. Now let's come back here and click on this to try out. Let's try out. Okay, now we copy this. So we have a first name. I'll call it Adi. We have the last name. I'll call it Michael. And we have a favorite color. Favorites. I want to color brown. We have an email. Email. Call it a day. DC at Gmail. Let's go. Alright. So I think this should go fine for now. Let's see if it's going to go fine. So we have first the last name, favorite color, and email. So if I click on this, now we'll come down here. We have 2 new contact created. We have Adi Michael, ADBC. So find our contact is created. So let's copy this exactly to see if we can update some things here. So I'll copy from here to this place. So let's go back here to update. To update it, come here under the push request API. So I click on tryout. I come here. So I must get the ID here. So the ID is here, put here. So I can remove this one exactly. I don't need this, and I must be sure that the email is so I can change Michael to that one. So I can leave this one to the PC. So ADBC Dabo, this tool should load. So click execute. If we come down here, we see that we have ADBC Dabo, ADBC Admin here. So everything will fine very here. Let's come here and see if we can get a particular get a contact by ID. Come here, you click on tryouts, and here click on execute. And sure enough, I'll be down here. Let's come to see if we can get all the contacts. Get all contacts here. Execute. And sure, we have ones, we have rows, we have a few of them are being created. So I want to delete the particular one exactly that I just created. So I'll come to delete, tryouts, put the ID, and then delete that one. So you say contact deleted successfully. This particular DBC tab was deleted. The last one we created was deleted. So let's come down here and see if it's going to sure enough it's more fun. So that is how we're able to actually successfully use Swagger to document our API. Now let's come to the source code to see how the source code is being written up. So our route we have currently we have a contact route, we have a product route. For the product route here, we have to import this particular validation query parameter body to make sure we validate our request body. So for the request for the post, we have to put this body here parameter and the body the request parameter is here, put .name, .empty. If it's empty, this particular message is going to be outputted. Likewise, too, we have for the price description category, owner name, owner email, and also here too for the put requests, you must ensure that all of them are optional. So if only one or two are used, so just go, and that is how we are able to make sure that a particular product will be deleted need to have an ID as a parameter. So the parameter is here is a Mongo ID parameter. If you put incremental number there, it's not going to go to as 1. So that is how we undo for the products validation. Also for the contacts, similar things for contact. We have first name not empty, last name not empty. That means they are required. Optional for full, overall color not empty. So let's also come to the controller and to see if anything goes wrong, how we handle our try and catch error. For the products controller, I have it down here. So to get a product, I make sure that I have a try and catch block. So if an error happen at this level here, so an error will be thrown and it will be cut down here. And if it's cut, this particular send error message will send an error message. If there's no error message in the error body here, so we have a customized error message called fail to operate all programs. So you have an error code here 500. That's if something goes wrong here. And most of the time here you see that if a tab is not connected or there's an error will be thrown. Let's see from this service down here where an error is thrown exactly to see how it works for the products. If you come down here, so get end product here, we try to put a try and cache also in the get all products body function. So if something happen here, an error will be thrown here. That error that is thrown here will be cut from the product controller down here, exactly here. So we have to create a two particular functions, send success and send error. This function are customized to send an error message or a success message based on the place they are called. Now let's come to the ETL. The ETL is a place where we have these response messages. So we have the send success and we have the send error. For the send success, we take a response from as a parameter, an argument data message and source code. If it's successful, we put 200 here. That means it's successful. So this particular error, this particular response is customized to fit into what we have here exactly here. If you see we have the success true, we have the message we have timestamp, and data here is exactly what you want to see here. Let's again see how it is being structured from here. Okay, now we have a success here, a message down here. Just like you have a success here, a message here, a timestamp here. Now if there's no data, so we put, if it does not null, we assign this data to this response data. That's what we have here, data exactly here. So the data that comes from the database exactly is this, and is assigned to response data that eventually comes down here. So it means that all this from here to here are actually from database, while all these two trees, this one sources message and timestamp, come from this particular custom message. So we have this place here for send error. If an error happens, we have this response from the response. I have the message. That's the default error message, and we have the source code 500 and errors in case if there are no error from the parameter here. So it has to be null here. So the response here has the sources, as a message, as a timestamp, just like the other one. But here we exactly skip to put data, because at this point there won't be any data to be shown. So what you have exactly at the controller is what you use here. So we have the CSS error, the same error that sends this particular error message. If it is not there, we have the particular error message custom apply. Source code to tell if it's a 404 or 401, or it's I think 500 as an internal error. And that is how we are able to provide the validation from the track error, and exactly what kind of error could be sent to the front end. At this point, I believe the swagger here is well explained. Okay. Thank you.